Hello?
I got killed by Batgirl.
Double down.
There's some
Hi, it's Zebul1975, and today I'm bringing you a gameplay from Destiny 2's Crucible. This was in the recent Calls to Arms when we unleashed Brian upon the Destiny 2 community on Xbox One. Brian is a 66-year-old gamer. He has multiple sclerosis. His reactions aren't, you say, the best, but we set him forth to kill in the Crucible. And every week we try and get him through his Call to Arms. I try and play at least once a week with Brian on Destiny 2. We try as often as we can to help him out through his Call to Arms, because obviously there's powerful gear involved. Brian's not quite max light level, very close but not quite, so that powerful gear, even if it is just the 1 engram, is useful to him. So I actually enjoy doing Brian's Call to Arms with him, because it means we get opponents that, you know, aren't at the highest standard generally, but in this game I felt the opponents weren't actually that bad. But I did feel like I had a really particularly good game, so I thought I'd bring it to you. It was a fun game in which I went off a little bit and ably assisted by my teammates, but it's quite fun Destiny 2 when you do start hitting headshots and getting into your stride and getting to, you know, the mood for it. You can really do some damage, and I say I just had one of those games where I went a little bit off. I could tell I was doing quite well because I went completely silent in the chat. I went from like laughing and joking with Brian and Don and that in the chat to being incredibly quiet for most part of this game. It got to things about this point onwards that I'm like, yeah, my shot's pretty good and I'm feeling pretty confident I'm doing well in this game. Let's just concentrate up. And I went a little bit more try-hardy than probably I should have done. But it was a fun game, so I thought I'd bring it to you. And also, it's like I say, it's fun putting Brian through his paces and the Call to Arms, and especially listening to him after the games. He had actually a couple of, well, let's just say reasonable games in which Brian had fun, enjoyed himself, and didn't completely suck. It was actually great. There's a clip towards the end of this gameplay where you kind of see that Brian is never going to do brilliantly at PvP stuff, but when we took him on the raid he was just as good as me at the PvE stuff, which isn't saying a lot because I suck at that sort of thing. I just fed up with overcomplicated PvE stuff. The raid so far of what I've experienced of it, yeah, it was not for me. The guys had a laugh and I will play it with them because they find it so much fun, but it was frustrating and a bit annoying at times. I felt like Sigourney Weaver in Galaxy Quest with the scene with the chompers going, what's the point of this? Why is this even a thing? Why is it here? It just seems overcomplicated and stupid. Here we go. This is the bit where I was on about with Brian, I think, coming up. So, as I die, you'll see the guy rushes Brian, and Brian's sort of reaction isn't the best. He's using, I think he's using probably the Vigilance doing pulse rifle at that point, which Brian uses quite well, but he'd probably be better off with something faster firing, an AR or an assault rifle at that sort of range, or a submachine gun. But you know, Brian's 66 years old. He's not going to be a beast at PvP stuff, and it's not what he's playing Destiny 2 for. It is nice that we can get him through his Call to Arms and get his powerful gear, and it is nice that while doing it we get rewarded with some more easy lobbies, though I've got to say the lobbies this week weren't as easy as the week before, but hey ho, they were still easier than normal, and I had a nicely beastly game. So all to the good. Brian got his powerful gear, I got my powerful gear because I was doing my Call to Arms at the same time, and I don't know if we're going to get much PvP action this week. I'm hoping to get on and do a little bit of trials before the weekend's out, but it is very difficult to find the time at the moment, especially with The Punisher being released on Netflix. But anyway, that's all for me speaking on this video. I'm going to leave you the last bit and let Brian have the last word. That's all. Thanks for watching.
Double down. Victory is all I ask. Good.
That's
My
like the proper
respect to you
type.
grows
Proper
with every
secret at
crest
the
you
right time.
claim, Guardian. Well fought.
Oh, I didn't realise you went quite so mental in that game.
I went mental. I killed 2.
Wow.
Huh, huh.